Hello, good afternoon all. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So I hope you all are doing great. So today we are going to start, and today I am going to teach you on a very new and a very unique topic. So today we are going to learn about AI emotion sentiment detection, ML powered analysis. Now you will be thinking what exactly we are going to do in today's session, what the class is all about, and what all things you're going to learn. So let's get started here. So before moving ahead, I would like to give you a small introduction about myself. So my name is Vaishnavi and I have done my masters from BITS Pilani, and I have taught over 50,000 plus students all over the globe, and I am coding expert and technology expert as well. So let's get started here. So welcome to the sisyaclass. Now, as in today's session, we are going to learn about machine learning, we are going to learn about AI, and also how we will be doing it, that is using web technologies, that is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So I hope you have heard this word before, web technologies. Okay, so now this is very important to understand first of all what web technologies means. Okay, so basically if you have seen as well a lot of websites, lot of applications and lot of games as well, okay, how they are being developed, right? So using lot of technology, the web technologies as well. So mostly the websites which you are using, okay, now these days we are using lot of websites to shop online, to order online, right? So many of the things are available to us very easily. How this is all possible? Because of the technology, okay, and because of the web development, okay. So HTML, CSS and JavaScript is the main core technology. If you're learning, you will be very good in web development, right? So now what is this teachable machine? Okay, so this is a part of machine learning. How we are going to integrate the machine learning model in our HTML, in our web development, okay, project. Let's see how we are going to do this. Okay, so first of all, what is emotion detection? Okay, now today we are going to develop the web application where the application is going to get the picture of yourself and then it is going to predict the emotion of yourself. Okay, so but what is that? First of all, let's understand. So recognizing emotions such as happiness, sadness and surprise. Okay, so if you're going to give any of your emotion or any of the picture to the application, it's going to detect your emotion. Okay, next thing, how this is possible? This is possible because of utilizing machine learning to identify these emotions. Okay, so machine learning libraries, machine learning models helps us whenever we are going to link them together. Okay, they will be helping us to how the application is going to recognize in which mood you are in. Okay, sounds interesting? Yeah, so let's move ahead here. Okay, so as we are going to create the web application that detects and displays emotion using the camera. Okay, now in this web application, the very most essential part that you have to use is that your camera should be there. Okay, if you have a good quality camera and if you have a camera inbuilt in your laptop, or if you're attaching an external camera, that is also okay. Okay, but the camera focus should be there, then only you will be getting all of your emotion answers from the web application. Okay, so now let's see that. Okay, so as I told you, we are going to use teachable machine for the prediction. Okay, that is a basic web technologies for the interface. Okay, now, so what is the objective? Let's see. Okay, and as we know the technology that we are going to use in this, so let's see what technology stack. So HTML we are going to use, CSS and JavaScript. So let's just learn in brief what HTML is going to do. So basically, whenever you are seeing any of the web application or mobile applications interface, okay, how it is designed. Okay, so this is HTML is hypertext markup language, right? So is that language is used to structure the web page and set up the user interface. Okay, so user interface, that is UI. Okay, the UI of any of the application or any of the website that you are seeing, that is because of the HTML. Okay, so mainly whenever we are designing any UI or anything, we have to learn HTML in that. Okay, so HTML has lot of tags in it. Okay, now how you will be designing any of the web page, here you have to set the button, you have to set the label, where your nav bar is going to come. So that is all being used using HTML. Okay, so we are going to also include HTML in our project as well. Then CSS. So why CSS? Okay, cascading style sheets. Now CSS, why we are using? Because whenever you have developed the basic idea of your application, how your application is going to look like, okay, this is my website is going to look like, okay, this is here, you know, the user is going to come and search, or you have seen a lot of applications like online app, Amazon is there, right? Any other applications, food ordering app, you have Swiggy, you have Zomato, okay, and we have a lot of other applications available, okay. So every application has its own other designing as well, okay. So if you have seen, they are keeping logo very interactive, right? Every application has their menu very interactive, their about us page, their contact us page, right? So information which we are adding in that, it's very interesting. Okay, so that's how it is possible. Okay, so whenever you want to beautify your web application, okay, whenever you want to add more elements to enhance your web application or website, we are using CSS in that case. Okay, so CSS provides the styling to make the app visually appealing. Okay, you can add many visuals using CSS. You can make it interactive, you can make it good, very beautiful. Okay, so if you want to apply many interactive things in your application, we will be using CSS in that part. Okay, now the next part is JavaScript. Now why JavaScript is very important. Okay, so one step is then you have designed your website using HTML. Okay, then you have added lots of interactive things and you have made it beautiful. Okay, but now how to make it responsive? Okay, if your app is not working, if your website is not responsive, then how users are going to use, correct? So to make your website responsive, here comes JavaScript. Okay, so it handles the interaction between the camera and the ML model and the user interface. Okay, so in today's class, as we are going to work on our camera and ML model web application, so there JavaScript is going to help us to make it more responsive. Okay, and it's going to capture live video and process it for emotion recognition. Okay, so to make your website responsive, we are going to add JavaScript coding as well. Okay, so now let's move ahead. So we are going to start with our project. We're going to start with a very cool activity. Okay, but before that, I want you to see which platform we are going to use, right? So today we are going to work and we will be developing our project in CodePen. Okay, CodePen is a very interesting platform. You can learn your web technologies. You can start working on your projects in CodePen. It's a very good platform to start your website journey from here. Okay, so let's move ahead. So machine learning, okay, and in action. Now let's see, we are also going to set up the teachable machine. Okay, so how to set up everything, so how we are going to train the model using different images for each emotion. Okay, how the project is going to detect each emotion, how we are going to implement in that. Okay, so now let's explore that now. So we will be moving here and let me just show you the, okay, just a second. Okay, so now let's just see. Okay, so here is the web application that I was talking about. Here is the project that we are going to work on. Okay, so this is the emotion detection application, and first of all, let me just show you how it is working. Okay, so as you can see, I have created this very interesting project. Now let's see what the application is going to give us the reaction. Okay, so here you should have the camera access. Okay, how to build everything I'm going to teach you. So first of all, let me just show you how it is working. Let me just show you the output of this. So as you can see, here we have a camera. Okay, so now if I'm going to give any of the reaction and any of the emotion, like if I'm smiling or if I'm sad, okay, so it's going to predict that. Okay, it will be just predicting. right? How, if you're happy, if you're sad, or if you're crying, right? So whichever emotions you're going to add in this, it's going to work upon that. Okay, so let's see. So let me just go with the very good smiling face. Okay, so here you have to click on this capture image. Once you click on the capture image, in the bottom you will be getting your captured image. And if you want to see here, so I can just show you like this. So here you will be getting, and then you have to click on the predict emotion button. Okay.
The first prediction is quiet and the second prediction is cool.
Okay, so here how the application works. So if you have seen here, I got the message. First, it's just a prediction. It's just saying the person is quiet, and the second one is cool. Right? So this is how, whenever you're going to capture your picture in different emotions, it's going to give you the prediction in which mood you are in. Okay, sounds interesting, right? So let's see how I have created this. Now, first of all, so this is the CodePen platform. This is the CodePen platform that we are going to work on. Now, here you need to understand this, how you will be adding your HTML, CSS and JavaScript coding in this. Okay, so let's just see. So as you can see here on the right hand side, there is all the coding part is there, and on the left hand side we have the output of this. So whenever you're going to do the coding here, immediately you will be getting the output here as well. Okay, so that's why I told you, if you have started learning code, your HTML web development, this is going to be a very good platform, because once you'll start doing your coding here, immediately you'll be able to see the output. Okay, so let's see how it is working. Now, so this is the HTML part where I will be, I have added the whole structure of my web application, how my application should look like, right? So first of all, there is a structure that you need to follow. So this is the tag, HTML first tag. Inside that we have a head section here. Okay, now in the head you will be adding the title of your web application. Now my title is emotion to emoji. So any of the title that you have to add it. See, make sure whenever you are opening a tag, so this is a bracket, it is given here. Okay, so if you're any tag, if you're opening, you have to close that tag, right? So if you're putting a slash after it, before that, it means that tag is a closing tag. Okay, so let's see. So now here, if you have seen, I have added the bootstrap link here. Okay, so now these three links are the bootstrap links. Okay, so to enhance our web application, the bootstrap is a library that you can use. Okay, so it has lots and lots of functions in this, so to make your web application more interactive. Okay, so here I have added the bootstrap links. Now coming down, now let's see, once you have added the link here, now we have the body part. Okay, so if you have seen here, I have opened the body. Okay, this is a body tag. Now what is a body? So body is a main structure how your page will look like, right? So here we have a body. Now inside the body we have a class. Now I have declared a class, that is container. Now in the center of my web application, I want this, my application's name should be there. Okay, so it is detect emotion and see emoji, right? So this is what I have given the name. But after that, if you have seen here, and this name I have given inside the h1 tag. Okay, so now h1 tag, that what does that mean? So we have a different various types of tags available, right? So h1 is a heading tag, heading 1. So I want my heading should be displayed in a very large fonts, so that's why I have given in the h1 tag. Okay, so we have h1 to h6 tags available. So if you want a very small fonts, if you want to add, so you can just add from 4, 5 or 6. So I want the large fonts here, that's why I have kept inside this. Okay, now after that comes here the br tag. So if you see, we have a br tag here. Now br is, I want some space after this. Okay, so br will give you, it's a break, so it will give you a space after your line. So we are using a br tag. Now you might be thinking how I am getting all of the emojis here. Okay, so using the span tag, I have added the code of the emoji. Okay, so we are getting a code of the emoji. This is a code of all of the emojis I have added. So as you can see inside the span tag here, all the emoji codes are there. Okay, now once you're done with adding the emoji, so here now I have taken take your selfie to generate emoji. So whenever any of the user is using my website or my application, so user should know with the instructions, isn't it? Right? So whenever we are also using any website, right? So there are a lot of instructions are mentioned how you have to use it, okay? Or if any important messages are there, so we have a pop-up sign there as well, right? So here what you have to do is you have to add a P tag. Now what does that P tag mean? So P is a paragraph, okay? So inside that I have taken take your selfie to generate emoji, okay? So inside that I have added the style also, like font size should be 22 pixels, okay? So this is how also you can add the CSS, right? So next is now if you see, are you happy? So inside a B tag with the color yellow, now B is a bold, okay? So if you can just see here, B is a bold. So are you happy? Now after that in gray color I have added, are you sad? Or after that, so any color as per your choice you can give it here, okay? But make sure whenever you're opening any tag, it has a closing tag as well, okay? So once you're opening a tag, it should be closed. How you will be closing the tag? Using the slash option, okay? So once you are using slash, it means the tag is closed, right? Okay. So now are you sad, or the color I have added here purple for are you sushing someone, or are you sick, or are you feeling cool? So any of the emotions as per your choice you can add it, okay? Now once you'll be adding the emotions, okay, as you can see I have a webcam view here. Now let me just teach you how I have got this webcam view, okay? So webcam view, if you see, now I have added a div class. So this is my div. Basically this section is called as it is div I have opened, and inside this I have added the bootstrap classes. Now how the bootstrap classes, so if you can just see, this is COL. Now COL means column, okay? So bootstrap class is column, that is medium, MD means medium, okay? SM means small, and XS is extra small. Okay, so this is I've taken from the bootstrap library, because in the starting as I've showed you, you can add the bootstrap link. I have already added the bootstrap library, right? As you can just see, there is a bootstrap library inside this. So if you're adding any of the bootstrap classes, it's easily accessible there, right? Now once you have added the bootstrap classes, now I've added the webcam view as in a label. So here you can see there is a label open here, and I've added a webcam view, right? Now coming next, so here after camera ID I have declared, and there is a button should be there so that user can click to capture the image. If you see, there is a button. So here you have to open a button tag and take snapshot on click. Now whenever I'm going to click on this capture image, the function is going to work. Now this function I have derived in JavaScript, because as I told you, JavaScript is used to make your website interactive, right? So now this is how take snapshot a function. I'm also going to explain you how this take snapshot function I have declared in JavaScript, right? And then this is a class, and then capture image. So capture image is there with the button, okay? So once my this div is completed, I have closed the div here, okay? Now the next part here comes, this is a prediction one. So if you have seen, I am getting the answer here. So I have again created a prediction one with a label, and then with inside the div, right? So this is what you will be getting the answer here, right? Once you click on this image and once you click on this predict button, you will be getting answer here, okay? And then similarly you can add the prediction to a label as well, right? So after doing this much, now how it is coming, so let's see. So once you click on the capture image button, this image is going to come here, okay? You will be able to see the image here. So for that as well, what we have just done, we have added a div class with a snapshot, okay? Now this is my snapshot div. So whenever the user is going to click image, the image is going to come here, okay? So once the image will be coming here on click, the check function is going to execute. So these all of the functions that are going to execute it, that we are going to create in JavaScript now, okay? So let's just see. So predict emotion. So predict emotion button we have added here, right? Like this. Now I have also attached the main.javascript file with this, because here we have a JavaScript file, so that you have to link with it. Okay, so this is all the HTML. This is the basic structure that we have designed for our web application, right? So after doing all of the HTML part, now let's come to the CSS part. Okay, now this is our CSS part, right? So if you see, now if you want to make your website more colorful, more interactive, so it's not possible to just give only some of the elements, right? So let me explain you. So whenever you want to add anything, right, so inside the body tag I have added, okay, all of this is a CSS. Now this is a syntax that you have to just open that tag and give the curly brackets, and whichever CSS property you want to apply, you can apply as per your choice. Okay, so background color I have given, then I have given a lot of other, like font size should be there, my camera border should be like, if you have seen here, the camera border is like, it's like different border is there. Okay, so there is a dashed black border we have given. Okay, width and height you can set here, right? So alignment of the website you can just do it from the CSS part, right? So make it more interactive. Okay, and then whenever we are declaring any ID or any class, okay, how to use in CSS. So let's see. So if you're declaring any ID in HTML, so here you have to use always hash. Okay, if you're keeping hash, it means what CSS is understanding, hash means it's an ID in HTML. Okay, so this is an HTML ID that we have opened here to give a color as a black that it should come, and whenever we are just opening any class, it should be with a full stop, right? So here if you see emotion name, that comes with the full stop because it is a class that we have defined in HTML, right? Okay, so this is how you will be giving your CSS part here, right? Now let's move ahead and let's see the main part, that is our JavaScript. Okay, now what is there in JavaScript? So make the web application more responsive, right? So here I have declared two of the variables, prediction 1 and prediction 2. Now how camera is, because in the HTML we have only given this div for the camera. Okay, now I want the actual camera should be there inside this box. Okay, so if you have seen webcam.set, now this function, it is going to display your camera with a width of 350, with a height I have given 300. Image format should be there in PNG. Okay, you can just give it image format as well, and PNG quality, that is 90. So this function will help you to open your camera here. Okay, got it? So this is how you can just set up your camera. Then inside the camera I have to call the camera which I have created in HTML, right? So camera, that is equals to document.getElement by ID. Now this document.getElement by ID, this is actually the very important syntax for JavaScript, right? So if you want to call any class, any ID, so using this document.getElement by ID, you can call your class, okay, or ID whichever you have created in HTML. So here camera I am calling, and webcam should be attached with this. Okay, so that's why here we are getting inside the box, the camera part is there. Correct? Okay. Now as I told you, a lot of functions we were seeing inside HTML. There were a lot of functions were there. So how those functions are possible to make it interactive, that I have created here inside the JavaScript. So if you can just see function take snapshot, right? So take snapshot, like once I'm going to click on this capture image, this function should execute. Now inside this function I have added webcam.snap property, okay, and then you have to call that image. So whichever image is going to be there, it is going to be captured and stored in the next part. So once I have captured the image, you will be getting your image here like this, right? So for that you have to take that take snapshot function, okay, and then after that we have to add this teachable machine link. Now as I told you, we are going to learn about how to build a machine learning project as well. Okay, so let's just see. Now this is a very interesting part that you are learning. See, so console.log, now ML5 version. Now if you see how this web application is able to detect my emotion, if I am sad, if I am happy, if I am quiet, if I am cool. How this is possible? Okay, because of this teachable machine link. Okay, because of this model. This is a model that I have implemented. I have linked my machine learning model with my web application, with my project. Now, how this is possible? How to generate this link? Okay, so let's just go to the teachable machine website now. So this is a platform where you can also create your own emotions as well, right? Now how we can just do? So you have to click on this get started. Okay. Now once you click on get started here, you have to click on the image project. Okay. So there are a lot of projects that you can develop. You can create your audio project. You can give different poses as well, right? So we are having here as emotion to emoji application. So we will be going with the image project here. Okay. Now once you click on image project, you will be getting two options here, right? If you want to just go with the standard or embedded image models, right? So as of now, we are going to go with the standard image model. Okay. Now as you will click on the standard. Here you will be getting the classes. Okay. Now these are the classes which is we need to create our own images from here. Okay. Now how we are going to do? Let me just show you. See. So once you are in this, and if you want to edit this class name, you can just click on this edit option and write happy. Okay. So I am just giving this, my class is going to be happy, and you have to click on this webcam. Okay. Now once you click on webcam, see the camera is open, and here you have to give your happy images, right? So let's just do that. So let's just give the happy images. So I will be smiling, and what you have to do, you have to click on hold. So there should be a lot of images. Okay. So just see here how I am doing. So I am just clicking on the hold to record. Okay, so I have clicked here, almost 108 sample pictures are there. See, all of the images are I'm smiling in this, right? So this is how you have to add your emotions in this, okay? Because we are just building the machine learning model. This is what the model that you are creating, and this model we are going to link with our web application, right? Now once you're done with this, now I'll be adding the second emotion. Let me just add, okay. Let's just add sad. So in that you have to make a sad face, right? Okay. So I'll just open a camera. And I am somewhat sad. I'll be just showing, right? So let's just do. Okay, so this is how you have to add. So you can add many pictures. So if you stopped adding this, and if you want to add more images, so again you can click on hold to record, and you can record your images. So let's see if after 107 also if I want to add more images, right? So let's just see that. Okay, so that is also possible, right? So in a one go, if you're not able to do, you can just click on this hold button again, and you can add it, right? So second is that. Now let's just go to the third class. So you can just add many classes as you want. So click on add class button here, and we are going to give let's suppose cool. Okay, so cool. So for cool, let's just add. Okay, so you can just create your own emotions. Right. Now as many emotions you can add 5, you can add 10 emotions, as many emotions as you can add. So I've just shown you how you can add your emotions in this, right? So now once you've captured your image, now this model should be trained. Okay, so we have to generate the link. So we need to train this model. Okay, so for that you have to click on this train model button, right? Now, once you click on this train model button, that model is start training. See, it's preparing your training data. So you have to keep some of the hold on this. Yeah. Okay. So it's giving you the instruction, don't switch your tab. You must leave this tab and open to, if you're going to leave the tab, maybe your model will not be, trained as well. So you don't have to. See, now my model is trained. Now model trained means what? You can test your model. Okay. So now what it is giving me, if you can just see here, if I am happy, See, I am getting the number, it's giving me I am cool. See, it's just predicting that, okay? If I am sad, happy, right? So it should make sure whenever you are giving your pictures, it should be different in 3 of them, right? So that's how it's going to predict. See, it's just happy, sometimes it's sad, it's just predicting here, right? So this is what the prediction model I have created. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to link this model with my web application, right? I need to link this, okay? So for that you need to click here to the export model. Okay, now once you click on the export model here you will be getting your shareable link. Can you see this? This is your shareable link. This link you need to copy, okay, and you will be pasting here in the ML5.image classifier. Okay, this is the function that you have to use, ML5.image classifier. Inside this you will be adding this link. Okay, once you will be adding this link, now here some of the instructions are given to you. You have to add here model.json as well with my model, okay, and model.json. Okay, so no need to worry, it's very simple. Once you're adding your link here, you have to add this model.json. So that's what you're linking your machine learning project with your web application. This is how you're linking. Okay, so that's why it is possible whenever we are, you know, just opening our camera, see, and if I am giving any image of mine, okay, any image, and if I am clicking on the predict emotion,
the first prediction is quiet and the second prediction is cool.
So the application is going to say your prediction emotion like this here. Okay, so isn't it cool? Like it's just recognizing you and it's just predicting your emotions as well, right? So here this link which you have added, it means you have linked your machine learning, okay, your machine learning with your project, with your web application. Okay, so now let's just move ahead. So here you have to create a function that is model loaded, okay, and console.log. Now console.log here you have to keep, so always in the console section here. In the console section, if any of the errors, any of the, you know, things, instructions are going to come, here you will be getting here inside the console section. Okay, so that's why this is a console.function you have to create, and then here function speak. Now whenever we are clicking on the capture image button, okay, the app it's just saying here the first prediction is quiet and second prediction is cool. Now how this voice is possible? Because of the speak function. Okay, so we have a speak function here. So if you see variable snith, now window.speech synthesis, right? So this is a speak function that how you can create it. Now speak data 1, the first prediction is, now what I want the web application should say. Okay, so the first prediction is, now prediction 1, here we are not going to write it's happy or, you know, sad from ourselves, because it depends on the user, what the user is, you know, giving the its image, right? So the first prediction is happy, it's going to take that prediction and it will say, and the second prediction is. So if you want to change the text, you can change the text as per your choice as well, right? Now I have added the text in the speak function. Now how the application is going to speak it? So using this utter this keyword. Says this utter this. Now variable utter this, what this keyword is going to do now? It will new speech synthesis utterance. Now what this it is going to say? What is going to say? The text which I have given here. Okay, speak 1 data, speak data 1 plus speak data 2. So these two data I have attached, right? It's going to say, and snith.speak utter this. Right, so I have called this as well. So this whole function, speak function, is going to help you to make your web application speak whenever any of the image is clicked. Okay, so I hope this part is also clear, right? Now the check function. So the next part is our check function. Okay, now what the check function is going to do? So whenever any of the images which we are giving and we are smiling, or in a sad image or any image, okay, so this check function is going to check that captured image, and again it will go inside the got result. Now how you will be getting the overall result of this? So function got result. Okay, now this is a very main part that here you need to focus, because now we have, you know, clicked our image. Okay, now how it's going to predict. Okay, so if any error is there, okay, now here I have given the if condition, right? Sorry. So if any error part is there, so what I have condition given here? If error, then that error I will be getting in my console. Okay, I just need to console that error. Otherwise, everything is good. The image is perfect. You know, the user is smiling, or it's giving any of the emotion image in that camera. So it will go in the else part. And what is going to happen? Okay, so here we will be getting the document.getElementById, as this is a JavaScript, the result. Okay, so the result is going to be emotion name. We are going to store inside this. Okay, because there are two predictions we are giving, right? So for the first prediction will go in the result emotion name, and the second prediction will go in the result emotion name too. So this is how I have created two of the document.getElementByIds. I'll be storing here in the prediction 1 and prediction 2, and then it's going to speak. Now what is going to speak? If the result that is happy, then it will be just, you know, giving you the updated image as well. Because if you see here also, whenever any of the image you are getting, right? So here you're getting the emoji as well. Okay, here you're getting the emoji. So what I want is the emoji should be also there, right? Again, if it is sad, then you will be getting the emoji, updated emoji is this. This is a code of those emojis which we have used in the HTML part as well. The same emoji code you will be adding it here. For happy, for sad, for quiet, it is different. So if it is any of the user is giving it's a quiet emotion, then this image is going to be displayed. If you are wearing a mask, then this emoji is going to display. For cool, for happy, again we have all of the code that we have given here. Okay, it's the same thing. If condition you have to give with the document.getElementById, and then whichever emoji you want to display with that happy and quiet text as well. So that also we need to give here. So here in the double quotes I have written, now see the text should be also there, the happy, the sad, quiet, okay, in the if condition, mask, and then cool, right? So this is how you have to do and give the if condition in the end, right? So that's all, right? Now as we have linked our teachable machine, as I have taught you how you can you know predict, how you can add your images, how you can train your model, how you can test it inside this, and after that how, if you can just see here, you will be getting the link as well. You have to use this link, adding this my model and this model.json extensions as well. Here you have to always add after your link, right? So here you will be adding after your link here. After the slash, you have to add this my model and then model.json. Okay, it's very simple, right? So try this after the session, okay? And this is what, you know, how you can develop your HTML CSS using these HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You can make your website, this web application more interactive. Try to add more other emotions and test it yourself as well. Okay, so I hope this part is clear. If you have any questions related to this, just let me know in the comment section. Okay, now so let's move ahead. Okay, so moving ahead here, I do have some of the quiz questions for you. Okay, so let's just see. I also wanted to see how you have, you know, paid attention in the session and if you're able to answer these questions, and I am very sure you will be able to answer. So let's see. Okay, so what is the primary objective of the emotion detection web application? Okay, so the application which we have developed now what was the primary objective? To take the pictures of user, or to monitor the user's facial expression, or to predict and display the user's emotion based on webcam input, or to record audio from the user? What do you think? Okay, we have added all of the functions, you know, all of the JavaScript functions you have seen, HTML, CSS. So what do you think? Which is the correct answer? Right? Just tell me, because this is something that we have done now. Okay. What do you think? Which option is correct? So I want you have your answers in the comment box. So let's just see now the answer. C. So this is C, to predict and display the user's emotion based on the webcam. Okay, so this was the main purpose and objective of our web application, right? Now, moving ahead. So tell me which tool we have used to train the machine learning model for emotion detection in this web application. So it was which of the machine learning model we have used. Okay, so it is TensorFlow, or is Google Teachable Machine, Microsoft Azure, or PyTorch. What do you think? Which one we have used today? And I have also explained how to you can connect and how you can generate the link, right? So comment down your answers in the comment box. Tell me. Yeah. Okay. So that was B, exactly, Google Teachable Machine, right? So this is from here you can generate your own AI machine learning model, right? Okay. So moving ahead. Now, which of the following technologies, web technologies, is not used in the emotion detection web application? Okay, so I have taught you like languages that we have used today. So which one we haven't used in this? So HTML, CSS, Python, or JavaScript, which we haven't used in today's project. What do you think? Which language we haven't used? Come on, tell me in comment sections what do you think which is the correct answer. Okay, so let's just see. So yeah, so that is C, Python. So Python we haven't used because it was a web application that we have developed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? Okay, so moving ahead here. So as we are done with our today's session, we are done with our very cool, interesting today's project. I want you to summarize with me what all we have learned in today's session. Okay, now, as you have seen from the starting of the class, we were on the very good topic that we have learned. So the web app successfully detects emotion using machine learning, right? How the machine learning model you have to create, that we have learned about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, that how to they are used to create a simple yet powerful interface, right? So using CodePen, using simple tags, the functions, using simple CSS part, you can build a AI ML project, right? So just think of that HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is a very powerful languages nowadays to learn for you, so that you can develop more projects like this, right? Now next is we have used teachable machines that makes it easy to integrate ML into the web application. Okay. So that's all from my end. So we have discussed a lot of things covering ML, AI, web application, the languages that we have used, right? So I hope you have enjoyed this session, and also big congratulations to you as well. So you have developed a very powerful project with me. Yeah. So good luck to all of you, and also like, share, and subscribe our channel. Download our application from Play Store and App Store as well. Okay, share with your friends and family. Okay, and to whom they are just learning. They are in their learning phases, right? And thank you so much for attending today's session, and I hope you enjoyed the session. So as we are coming with lot of YouTube series, stay tuned with us, and we will be meeting in our next session. Bye bye.